Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cosmos with Robin. My name is Robin Fritz, and today I want to talk about healing our broken hearts. And I invite you to share along, join in, share your thoughts about how we go about healing our thoughts. So again, welcome. My name is Robin Fritz. I'm an intuitive and spiritual consultant. I'm a certified past life regression specialist. I'm based in Seattle, Washington. I'm an Om Times contributor and very proud to be associated with Om Times. They are leaders in the world of loving ourselves and our neighbors. So join in and let me know where you're joining in from and what you feel about the topic today and what you can share. So I want to talk about healing our broken hearts because, I look around and everybody tells me my heart is broken. And boy, I feel it sometimes too. But I'm wondering if instead of saying our hearts are broken, we might look at it as saying our hearts are broken just in time. Just in time, right? So we think our hearts are broken because we're struggling through a really hard year. I know I've had hard years, many hard years. I've had a really hard life. This is a hard year for all of us together. And in a sense, that's bringing us together in community if we choose that. But we've learned not to trust. We've learned not to trust our governments. We've learned not to trust ourselves. We've learned to not trust the information we're getting because it can be so far afield. But in a sense, we've learned not to trust ourselves, and that's where we need to stop and say, okay, so maybe our hearts are broken, but what does that mean? How do we build back up? And I think we do that by thinking that our hearts are broken just in time for us to think about how we want to create a new and better world to live in. That the world around us was great, it was lovely, we were building great lives, things happened to it, and we're seeing problems. We're seeing problems that some of us didn't completely realize before or didn't see the extent of, and it can make us feel hopeless, but it can also make us go, okay, what are we going to do about that? So if our hearts are broken just in time, this gives us an opportunity to think, well, okay, how do we shift our thinking? How do we move out old ways of thinking and doing and create something new in the world? And so I think this time of really tough issues is helping us think about putting ourselves in pause, looking at what we think is broken and how we can fix it, right? This is a time that we can take our broken hearts and fix something, create something new. And here's what that newness looks like to me. You can let me know what you think it is to you, but I think first and foremost we have to look at love healing our hearts. And I know that can sound trite, but if genuine unconditional love knows that we make mistakes and we can rise up again and we can look at ourselves and each other and say, yeah, we've had a tough year, but we love ourselves, we love our neighbors, we love our countries, we love our planet. And how do we change that? How do we move forward? And so we look at love as a process, right? As we have to guard it and shore it up because love is fragile, but we can also use it to create community. And I know a lot of us, like me, for example, I have been alone since March. I have a dog and a cat. I occasionally socially distance tea with the neighbors, but it's been a tough year, right? I can remember the last person I hugged the first Sunday in March, right? So it's tough. I know it's tough. So I'm preaching to the choir, I know, preaching to the converted. Because I know some people are in family situations and the families are driving them crazy. But remember, love is a process, right? And so what does that look like to you? Well, it means we get to choose the way forward. It means that we can say to the people we elected in office, we can say to our family members, our neighbors, okay, this is one way of looking at things, and here's another way. How do we build community in a community where everything is alive, where it's not just human, where we're living together on a planet of shared beings? that we're all contributing to the welfare of our living, breathing, conscious planet, our mother, our earth. And all the beings around us, our homes, our businesses, our animals, the trees around us, our desks, our computers that we're talking with, that everything is alive and contributing, and that we're part of that. And honestly, if we start living in that mindset, we go, oh, okay, I don't feel as alone as I did before. I don't feel as hopeless, because it's not just about humans, it's about souls. And we're all souls together. And I said this time and again in Facebook Lives. I talk about this with clients in the classes I teach. It's really hard to be human. Souls that choose to be human aren't choosing to be better than all life, like our culture may tell us that we're the top of everything. Being human is tough. We have egos, we have uncertainties, we have problems thinking that we're worthy enough. We have problems loving ourselves, first of all. And so then how can we love community, right? So we choose something different. So when we're talking about healing our broken hearts, we're talking about choosing love and choosing a process that creates a new world that builds on the old world but makes it better, right? So that means choosing love, right? No matter what, we can come together, no matter how many people we disagree with. We can choose to connect with each other. We can remember our souls, remember that we're first souls, that our bodies are important, and we're learning to grow our souls, and we're learning that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to recognize mistakes. It doesn't mean we're failures. It means we're growing. It means we're learning. It means we can move forward. And we can continue to be strong, right? We could continue to look at the world as something that we can come together and share and build on, so that every time we think there's a problem, we can say, okay, what is it? Let's define it. Let's make things better. Let's put things in place for us to move forward. Let's talk to each other. Let's find out what we think and how we can think together and how we can contribute together. And then we can all take a deep breath, right? Breathe in. And as we breathe in, we can do that connection that helps us reach out to our souls, to our spiritual teams, right? And to each other. And as we connect to the rest of the world, it really does help us build on that foundation of love. So there's one other thing, and that's energy healing, right? And just crossing our hands on our hearts helps us breathe in healthy, healing energy. And as we breathe that in, we can offer it to the world. And then as we put cross our hands back over our hearts, we can breathe that healthy energy back into us. And, building ourselves up first, right? What do they say on an airplane when you get ready to take off? It's like, put your oxygen mask on first. You can't help others until you build yourself up. But here's the thing. Believe in yourself. Believe in the love that you hold, the love that you can create, and believe how strong and valuable each and every one of you is to the world. And that's not just healing our broken hearts, it's building back up. So the next time you think you have a broken heart, think about how you can build on that, how you can take those feelings and translate them into a way that connects to the rest of us out there. So that we can share our grief, we can share our worries, we can share our feelings of inadequacy, and we can know that that all comes from love, and we can share that. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm going to do a Thanksgiving Day broadcast if you have ideas on what time of day you'd like that to be. We'll just come together, we'll chat, we'll do an energy healing, we'll do a community get-together, because I know a lot of us here in the United States aren't going to be together with our loved ones, so we can be together here in the community. So Thanksgiving Day, we're going to be here, we can share. And if you like this broadcast, if you like what Om Times does, please like this page, like my page, The Practical Intuitive. Again, my name is Robin Fritz. You can find me at robinfritz.com or here on Facebook. But let me know what kind of subjects you'd like to cover. Let me know what you're thinking and how we can continue to build each other up. You know, we're going through tough times. We will come out of it together. We will come out of it stronger because we choose to. We will heal our broken hearts because we're choosing to create something new. So think of your heart as on pause. And it's there, and then we're protecting it. I'm protecting yours, you're protecting mine, and together we will be okay. Because love really does matter. I used to think it was fuzzy and freaky and embarrassing, and really love is all there is. And I send mine to you. I know I'm getting yours. And be well, be strong. Remember, we're in pause. We're going to grow forward. Let me know what time Thanksgiving broadcast would work for you. And thanks for joining me today. Take care.